Hello! I wanted to create a video at this point in the course to distinguish where we've been up to this point and sort of where we will be going moving forward. So up to this point, we've solely completed basic tutorials. I hope that each of you now has a basic understanding by completing those tutorials of HTML and CSS. So if nothing else, you can follow directions to create a functioning web page. Perfect. So if you've done that, then you probably have an A in the class up to this point. However, that will not be enough going forward. So it's not enough to meet just the requirements. Whatever it is that we develop or I put out there, if that's all you do, then you're doing average work. Because this course focuses on web design, you will need to introduce other elements to make your page stand out or make it memorable in any way that you can. So to demonstrate that, I've stolen a poster from my son's room that we created for his class last year. So the requirement from the teacher was to give a presentation in front of the other students talking about a famous individual. In this case, Albert Einstein. So we've got the boring text here, which is exactly the same boring content that every other student in the class would be presenting on their famous person. So that alone doesn't make it memorable in any way. So instead, we focused on font, color, size to establish some sort of hierarchy of structuring the page so that your eye goes to a certain place first. So if you can do that in your web pages, then at the very least, you can draw attention wherever it is that you want to intentionally draw it. So the images and the colors that were also introduced into the graphic support the overall look and feel of the page. So when you're designing a web page, you may happen to like the color red, but that's not reason enough to utilize the color red. So once you start developing your page, you need to think of color and other attributes of the page, like that hierarchy, the text size and things like that, the font family, just as important as the boring text requirements itself. So from this point moving forward, it's not enough to meet the basic requirements. Now you need to actually introduce design elements into the page, anything that you can do to make your page stand out. I really look forward to seeing what you guys can come up with. Good luck.